welcome to another adventure, and welcome back to another Exploring with Jason episode. Today we're going to discuss the life of a reverend here who is well known not only here in the state of Ohio, and not only well known here in Summit County, Ohio, not only well known in Arkansas, but around the country and around the world. His name is Reverend Rex Humbard. So, if you're ready, let's get going talking about the life and legacy of Reverend Rex Humbard. Rex Alpha Rex Emmanuel Humbard was born August 13, 1919 in Little Rock, Arkansas, to the parents of Alpha Edward Humbard and Martha Bell Childers. He began attending church revivals all across the country and began to know God as a child while withstanding the order from his father and learning how to play the guitar while at church. Humbard was the first evangelist to have a weekly nationwide televised program in the United States, running from 1952 to 1983. Although his first appearance in a televised broadcast occurred in 1949. Humbard's 4 million Cathedral of Tomorrow Church in Cuyahoga Falls, a suburb of Akron, Ohio, was built in 1958 specifically to accommodate televised equipment, crew, chorus, as well as seating for 5,400 people. Humbard's televised programs featured gospel music such as popular cathedral quartet. Humbard's wife, Maud, Amy, and his children were also featured in the program. His ministry eventually extended to Canada, Europe, the Middle East, Far East, Australia, Latin America, and Africa, giving it a worldwide reach of 20 million of viewers, which is greater than any of his counterparties. By the 1970s, which was greater than any of his counterparties by the 1970s. In Brazil, he attracted a large crowd at the giant soccer stadium in Sao Paulo for weeks. Humbard officiated Elvis Presley's funeral. Presley had been an admirer of Humbard's ministry. In the 1960s, Humbard's ministry started to purchase businesses through a for-profit arm to raise money. Over time, he owned a griddle factory at Brooklyn, an office tower in Akron, a cottage on Mackinac Island, an advertising agency, and an apartment building, and other assets. Humbard's ministry ran into financial problems in the 1970s, starting in 1959. The ministry sold the bonds, and promissory notes grew its own team of salesmen. Securities were not registered and came under scrutiny for the Secretaries and Exchange Commission, which is the SEC. Officials in at least 6 states halted the sale and securities. Humbard said that the SEC did not allow him to count expected bequests from wills as assets, and the ministry was never missed an interest payment, and then the investors were not worried about losing the money. In the end, he was forced to sell off nearly all of the ministry's assets, cut off the overseas operation. Humbard began to build rotating tower restaurant, which is similar to the category tower at his Cathedral Tomorrow complex in Cuyahoga Falls, which was also slated to hold transmission towers for his planned local TV station on Channel 55 WCOT. During that time, the SEC investigation mentioned that above occurred, Humbard had to stop construction in the tower, with the FFC or FCC subsequently deleting the WCOT's authorization in 1976. Rex Jr. succeeded his father in the ministry after the family moved to Florida in 1982. Humbard's televised ministry promoted independent Christian television station in Canton, Ohio, WDLI, Channel 17, which later was purchased by the Trinity Broadcasting Station as Cleveland area station. Another son, Charles, has a television network. The rest of Humbard's Cathedral Tomorrow complex was sold in 1984 to the evangelist Ernest Angley, while the new Channel 55 allocated was acquired by Angley's Winston Broadcasting Network division for the current Akron licensed Cuyahoga Falls based former CW affiliate WBNX TV. After retiring in Montana, Florida in 1980 with his wife, Maud, whom he married in 1942, Humbard was still often seen on television, broadcasting, and at public appearances preaching Christianity. Humbard wrote an autobiography, Miracles of My Life, and in 2006, The Soul Winning Century. Humbard's legacy was inducted into the Broadcasting Hall of Fame, and in 1993, Ohio's Governor George Milanovich after having a previous induction to the National Religious Broadcasting Hall of Fame in 91. Humbard was a Term 1 top 25 principal architects of the American century by U.S. News and World Report on December 27, 1999. In 2007, he was inducted into the Arkansas Walk of Fame, and Humbard would pass away on September 21st, 2007, in Atlantis, Florida, passing away due to congestive heart failure. Following his hospitalization, he passed away at 88 years old. So here's his grave with him and his wife here. And it's a nice marker here at Rose Hill Barrier Park. So if you like what you see, please consider liking, subscribing, and turning your notification on. And I hope to see you on the next adventure.